Hey everyone, MLive's Quinn here at Kohl Center in Madison, Wisconsin, following Michigan's 68-57 loss to the Badgers in a game that was pretty crucial in terms of the Wolverines' NCAA tournament resume, the league standings, just kind of right down the line. Every conversation that you have at this time of year, this game carried weight. Michigan, for the most part, played an even game for 30 minutes before kind of unraveling over the final 12-13 minutes or so, being outscored 29-17 down the stretch after giving up an 8-0 run to kind of swing things over to Wisconsin. Michigan just couldn't make the shots down the stretch, couldn't execute, couldn't get 50-50 balls all night. Basically just didn't do enough in what needed to be nearly a perfect performance to win in such a difficult venue as this. But in terms of where Michigan is left now, at 10-7 in the league, they are alone in 8th place. A rather precarious situation when you look at the Big Ten standings from 1 to 8 are all bunched in, other than Indiana having sitting 2 games clear atop the standings, and then it is just a whole slew of teams with 11 and 10 wins, Michigan being one of them, but being at the bottom of that group. If the season plays out and Michigan finishes in that 8th spot, they would then play the 9 seed at noon on Thursday of the Big Ten tournament. They would likely face either Nebraska, Penn State, or Northwestern, and that's a game that Michigan could use to pad its win total, but it's also wouldn't be particularly sexy win in terms of looking for more marquee victories to make its case for March. So that would potentially come in next round when, as the 8th seed, Michigan would play the top seed in the Big Ten tournament. That could be anyone from Indiana to Michigan State to whomever as things wrap up here. So Michigan can still get up to that 11-win mark in a season finale against Iowa in Ann Arbor next Saturday night. It will be a tough game. The Hawkeyes are pretty much floundering at this point with another loss today at Ohio State. They survived. Ohio State survived late. Iowa lost another game. They are free-falling for all intents and purposes. And that group will come to Ann Arbor very desperate, but Michigan is also going to be very desperate. So a pretty interesting game to wrap things up, but Michigan can still climb up. Today would have been a nice win. It was very difficult, and they just did not get the job done. So it'll be a week off. Michigan has spring break this week, and then they will return to the floor for the closing stretch of the season beginning next Saturday. And I'll be there to tell you all about it. So thanks, as always, for watching.